What's up, everyone? We're back with another video. Today we're going over week 3 predictions, and so now we have the First, we have the Dolphins versus Jags. Easy win for the Jags, honestly, based on how they played against the number one in their division Titans. They just played like they're the number one in the division against the number one in the division rivals, the Tennessee Titans. Great. I think I like what Minshew's doing down there, but I I think it's going to be an easy win. And I think this will turn the tables for the Dolphins QB change. So now let's move on to the 49ers versus Giants. I'm going with the upset here. Actually, I'm not going with the upset here. I'm going with the 49ers. Saquon Barkley's out for the Giants. Not that he helped them anyway this year so far. Saquon's out for the season. They're done. There's no way. There's no way the Giants can beat the 49ers, even though Jimmy Garoppolo may be out, and we know Nick Bosa's out, and we know Raheem Mostert might be out, but we're not sure yet. But so far, I do think the 49ers have an edge over the Giants. Now with the Washington football team and the Browns. I think the Browns will win this one pretty easily, but the Washington front five, I believe, defense is unstoppable, crazy talent. But I do think the Browns have an edge over the Washington football team. So yeah. Now with the Bengals and Eagles, I think I think the Eagles will win this one, make the Bengals 3-0, and the Eagles I think either 1-2 or 2-1. I don't know, but I think the Eagles have an edge over the Bengals, and by a mile, but like still. Now with the Raiders and Patriots, I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots here. Derek Carr obviously played great. Darren Waller played great. And Josh Jacobs can play great. We know that based on his week 1 performance. So, but I do think the Patriots have overall a better team, better coaching and all. And so, yeah, that's now let's move on to the Bears and Falcons. This is actually a great game, pretty even matched. And I do think the Falcons will win this one. But man, this is going to be a fun game to watch. I can't wait until this game starts. And so, yeah, now let's do the Rams versus Bills. I have the Rams winning this one, and here's why. Jared Goff has shown up, and shown what he can do. And the Bills, obviously, Josh Allen had an incredible week last week, but I do think the Rams defense, along with their offense with Jared Goff, and just overall better team. Now with the Texans and Steelers, I have to go with the Steelers here. Steelers coming off a huge win versus the Broncos. Uh, this game would make them 3-0, and the Texans 0-3. So not a great way to start the season for the Texans after being like the best team in the league. DeAndre Hopkins actually did make an impact on the team, but Bill O'Brien obviously made the decision to cut or to trade DeAndre Hopkins. So let's move on to the Titans and Vikings. I have the Titans winning this one, and the Vikings have just been awful this season. I don't have any trust in Kirk Cousins so far, and if somehow they can pull it off, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I do think the Titans are going to win this one. Now with the Panthers and Chargers, they said that Tyrod Taylor will be starting if he's healthy, but I don't like that move. But that's just me. But obviously the Panthers lost Christian McCaffrey, and he is out for 4 to 6 weeks. So that's 4 to 6 more games, unless they have a bye in the middle of that. But that's pain for the Panthers. They're leaving it in the hands of Teddy Bridgewater. Don't like this. Don't like it at all for the Panthers, but the Chargers, obviously, I think they're going to win this one. So, yeah. Now with the Jets and Colts, I think the Colts will actually win this one. The Colts aren't a bad team. They lost, obviously, week 1 to the Jaguars, but other than that, I think they're a pretty decent team. And versus the Jets, obviously, I do think it's going to be an easy win for the Colts. We know what they can do from last week, so I think the Colts will win this one. Now with the Cowboys and Seahawks, I think the Cowboys have the edge over this, or I think the Seahawks have the edge. The Cowboys, obviously they won last week, but they haven't been very consistent. I I think the Seahawks have gotten a better, very consistent team, more than the Cowboys obviously this year. So I have the Cowboys winning this one, or the Seahawks winning this one. Now with the Lions and Cardinals, I think the Cardinals will win this one. Win this one this week. I've got Kyler Murray and Deshaun Watson on my fantasy team, and Kyler Murray last week had 35 points, put up 35 points, and he was on my bench. Deshaun Watson, on the other hand, started for me in fantasy, 14 points. I learned my lesson. I'm keeping Kyler Murray. I'm gonna keep Kyler Murray starting for a little while, depending on who they're playing. But this week, I do think the Cardinals will win this one. Obviously, the Lions, third worst team in the league. I think third worst. I'm not sure, but the Lions are pretty bad, even with DeAndre Swift. Swift, and yeah, I think the Lions in the first round should have got a higher draft pick to draft a running back or at least a quarterback. I don't know, but obviously they don't have a great team this year, and I've got the Cardinals winning that one. Now with the Bucks and Broncos, I think the Broncos, depending on if Drew Lock will actually play. Either way, I do think the Bucks have the edge over the Broncos. But I do think the Broncos or the Bucks will win TB12 on a roll, and I don't think if once they're on a roll, it's going to be hard to stop them. So they got the Buccaneers winning this one. Now the final two games on Sunday Night Football, Packers Saints. But I got an upset here. I got the Packers winning, and here's why: Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers. And the duo is just unbelievable. And I got an upset. They've got to win a few games, and the Saints have to lose a few games, and I think they're pretty evenly matched. But I got these Packers winning this one over the Saints. Now, last game of the season, or the last game of Week 3, Chiefs versus Ravens. The matchup we've all been waiting for. And I think Patrick Mahomes will have a great game, but I have another upset. The Ravens actually beat the Chiefs. And I think, honestly, the Chiefs have an overall better team, but I think the Ravens can actually pull off the upset and become the best team in the NFL. But because that's what, Lamar Jackson's known for, having a great season, not obviously the off season, but I do think this will be a great matchup. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe. Also check out our podcast on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you guys for watching.